Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I'm gonna do I'm gonna call a new episodes. I'm gonna call this Hanging Out with My Cards. And what I've noticed is a lot of YouTubers have been talking to me, and pretty much a lot of us know each other, and I hear a lot about, I haven't had any pickups, I haven't done any videos, I talked to some YouTubers that haven't done any videos in a week or a few weeks. Well, I haven't had any pickups, or I don't have anything really to show, or I don't have any subjects to talk about. It's always, I don't know. So all I do is, come up with something, and I'm gonna do a way of showing, just make something up, guys, like this. I'm just gonna be hanging out with my cards, and that's gonna be my new episode. I'll do this every once in a while, or maybe every day if as long as I'm looking at my cards, I'm gonna go ahead and just do hanging out with my cards episode. So this one is gonna be for the 1971 set. So if you guys have been with me for a long time, you've seen my 71 set. If you haven't, then great. You're gonna see it for the first time. And either way, I'm trying to kind of put some things organized a little bit. So I looked at the 71 set, and I'm going to show you, these are the graded ones that I have. Some of them I've already put the covers on them, and some of them I haven't. So I have to just kind of, just putting it together, because I have them graded at different times. I have them in different boxes. So, and I've got the actual whole set here, which I'm going to show. So if you want to hang out with me, hanging out with my cards, I'm going to show a bunch of those. Maybe even a good thing to do this as a live, but I don't know how to pretty much do that too much. Anyway, that's the Jim Hunter. Let's go ahead and put them out here. I did put them in numerical order, number 26 and number 45, so we'll go with that. Some of them are going to have the cover, some of them are not. That's the Steve Carlton. And these are, as you know, extremely tough to get in great condition. But these were from the cards that I opened from packs myself. So I graded a lot of the stars. So I'm just going to show you some of the ones that I've graded. There's a beautiful Tom Seaver. Some of them, you can see a little bit of corner issue, but hey, a 5 and a 71 is, it's a good grade, trust me. These are pretty much packed fresh. And that's the Brooks Robinson. It's nice action poses. One of the things I was looking at this set was the action poses. And even though this one is an ugly one, but this was really one of the first set that had a lot of action poses. So what I'm going to do is, now as I'm hanging out with my cards, and you and my cards, I'm going to go through my set, and I'm going to, because it's tough to go through the whole set, 700 cards and stuff. So I'm just going to go through and look at some of the action poses and a few of the other cards in there. But there's the Hank Aaron. It's a nice Hank Aaron here. And these cards are really nice because in the back, they have pictures, even though it's a black and white. At that time, that was a big deal to have pictures on the front and on the back of the cards. The stats weren't a complete stats, it just showed the previous year, but it had some information in there. It had the first year in pro ball and things like that. So interesting, a little bit different way of putting the statistics and stuff. And this is the beautiful Nolan Ryan in a 7. And that's another one of the action poses of him. And I love this one with the royal crown in the back. I mean, that is just an awesome, awesome card of Nolan Ryan. Get a good look at that. It's tough to get a good look at it, but there it is. Nice Nolan Ryan. That's in a 7. You see, that has no chipping. And it looks like it's really nicely centered. I mean, I don't know. I thought a lot of mine could do a little bit better because they were in nice shape. So and this is getting to the higher numbers here, because I did grade a lot of the stars and the high numbers. And here's another one here. This one only got a 4 because it's got a corner back here. Let's see. It's very easy to see the chipping on these. But that's a tough Ernie Banks. It's a tough high number card from 1971. It's got him over there with making a mouth open there, and he signed Ernest Banks there. So, and here's the Willie Mays also from number 600 from the High Series. That's a graded of 5. It's got a little bottom chipping there, but otherwise these are, like I said, these are packed fresh cards. I also graded Richie Allen, which I thought is going to be a future Hall of Famer. And this is one of the tougher cards because it's really in the high, number 650. So to get this Richie Allen in a great condition, and a lot of these are off-centered, it's a little bit, I think it could have gotten at least a 7 if it wasn't for the side-to-side centering on that, because that is a extremely sharp card. But Richie Allen, future Hall of Famer, along with this, Dusty Baker, Don Baylor, 2 awesome players there. So those are the ones that I have graded, and these. Let's go over the other ones here. Let's go over the set. And this was the year of the Orioles being the number 1 because they won championship there. That's the Orioles card. And just go through some of these real quick. And I really want to focus on some of the action poses. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through all of these cards. Look, that's a cool shot of George Scott. And you can see a lot of my cards are going to be in nice condition because I pulled these from packs. Pulled all these from packs. So some of these I probably should get graded, but I have not gone through that. And that's one of the reasons I'm going through this now. Ken Singleton was a great player back in the day. And here's some of the action shots. You know, I just love these shots. It's one of the first years that they actually had real good photography. And Norm Miller, but I want to go through some of these. Here's another good one here, Oscar Gamble. Nice shot of Oscar Gamble there. Batting. And there's a lot of, you know, all kinds of them. I'm going to show you all of these, so we'll go take a good look as we go along. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm just kind of going through here, hanging out with the cards and see if there's some cards that possibly I can get graded, or if there's any stars that I missed in here that I haven't pulled out. I do have some other 71s that I did pull out of here, and I probably should get them. They're in that other box. There's a Lou Piniella. Let's pull Lou Piniella out of here. He's got a little ding on the corner. We'll leave him in there. But let's find some action shots here. Look at that. There's one. There's Lee May. Don't know who that is there that he's holding on first, but just some cool shots. And you see in some of the shots, you could see the billboards, and I love that stuff. So let's see what else we got in here as far as any more action shots here. I'll go through these later today, tomorrow, and just kind of pull out some of the other ones. I have pulled out a lot of these stars, and I put them in my box. I put those in card savers. So this is kind of just the commons that should be in here. Mostly commons. There's going to be some minor stars and stuff in here. And these, all of the leaders are going to be in here. I don't think I pulled any of these out. Man, that's cool to see all these guys in there. Tony Conigliaro, man, he was supposed to be one of the big hitters and got hit in the eye. That's a nice card there. 3 Hall of Famers there. So some of these, you know, I don't know if they're worth grading, but I'll look at these carefully. That's Johnny Bench. That's Tony Perez. Home run leaders. It's good to see these cards with Hall of Famers, and some of them have 2 or 3 Hall of Famers on them. Look at the pitching leaders. Cuellar, Cuban, and McNally and Perry. And this was the year, I think, that the Orioles had 4 20-game winners. Cuellar, McNally, Perry. Palmer had 20-game winners also. So they had 3 20-game winners this year. And they went on to win the World Series. That's a nice one right there. With the Gibson, Perry, and Jenkins. So that's some cool stuff here. Here's another good one here, the strikeout leaders again. Gibson, Perry, and Jenkins. So let's see what else we got here. Here's another one of the action shots. Jim Spencer. Cool photos. And this was one of the years that had one of the first years. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure there were other action shots, but this year they used a lot of action shots. I mean, they I don't know if they kind of changed the person that was deciding who puts the pictures or whatever, but they definitely made a lot of action shots here in this year. So I'm going to go through here. There's Joe Pepitone. Let's go through this cards a little bit and hang out with me. Oh, there's the Tiant, off-centered. But that's a beautiful card of Luis. There's Mark Belanger. There's some of the rookie cups some of my friends like to collect, like Mike Hitman. Another one of the action shots there. Just really like those shots. There's the Tony Conigliaro card. Go through some of these, Bill Mazeroski. And some of these are probably gradable, but I haven't really gone through this carefully. There's the Billy Conigliaro rookie cup. There's Ted Simmons. Should probably pull him out of there. I'll go through this later and see carefully. There you go. That's one of the better ones. Cookie Rojas. Nice photo there. Similar to the Pee Wee Reese, but this one is definitely not staged. That's a real picture. And you can see in the background the score, KC. It looks like the Yankees. Looks like KC is losing. And there's Cookie. So nice, those are the nice action shots. And you know, guys, when you're collecting cards, you don't necessarily have to just collect all the stars, you know. You can collect things like this. Some of these little rookie guys maybe aren't worth them. Subsets I'm talking about, you know. And one of the subsets you could do your own. You could do, catchers with catcher's equipment. I mean, people collect the stuff they like to collect. And that's really the bottom line, you know. But talking about that, I was going to go back to this, the action shots. You know, these would be nice if, you know, somebody is really interested in these. You can pick these up in the dollar boxes, you know. And they're beautiful cards and action shots, you know, from 1971. I mean, these cards are already super old. And you can pick them up for $1 or less. You know, there's the nice Gaylord Perry, off-centered. But there's a lot of stuff out there. You know, you guys collect what you like. You know, that's what we always say. And all I'm doing is just kind of give you guys some ideas and things like that. And just, you know, you can collect the whole set like this. Collect the specific set that you like. Collect the leaders cards. Collect the team, the players. I mean, you know, if you're an Indians fan, Sam McDowell would be an incredible player to have. It was a great pitcher back in the days, Tommy Davis. So just, you know, a collection should be your collection, not mine or anybody else's. And a lot of times, here's the coins list. I used to have a whole bag of these coins. Unfortunately, they did not survive. Those somehow were thrown away. But the cards were not, because they were put in shoe boxes and they were put up in the top of a closet. Because we don't have attics here in South Florida. So here's the Mike Cuellar 20-game winner. And, you know, it's just a matter of you enjoying your collection and enjoying things and doing this, hanging out with your cards, just looking at the stuff that you like and you've collected over the years. And, you know, if you go through this, and one of the reasons I'm going through all of my cards going back through all of my boxes is because if there's stuff that I really don't enjoy, I really don't want, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna get stuff that I like this. This is, my favorite set from the 70s. So I decided, I wanna, keep this and grade some cards and enjoy them, display them like this. And then when I want to pull them out, I'll pull them out. And if I want to put them back in a binder, because these used to be in a binder at one time, I took them out of the shoebox, I put them in a binder, and they were there forever. And then I took them out of the binder and put them in this box. So, it's just my way of collecting. Everybody collects differently. You could maybe even collect the World Series cards, like the subsets. And this is awesome because it gives you a whole story of the of each game. Oh man, this thing's not focusing. But anyway, you got the message here. So here's the game 1 of the playoffs. Where Boog Powell, muscles the Twins. Game 2 of the playoffs, where McNally makes it 2 wins in a row. There's Brooks Robinson back over here. So these are cool cards, cool subsets. I saw Adam, Splendid Sports, and he was collecting some subsets. He was collecting the 1959 subset of the plays. And, those are things that are cool to collect. There's Jim Palmer. And then the Orioles win it 3 in a row. They won it. They won the playoffs, American League playoffs against the poor Twins. And then the National League was a tough matchup there. The Reds win the first game. This was against the Pirates. The Reds won again. And these were the unstoppable Reds here. And if you look back at it, let's see what Clemente went 0 for 4 in this game here with 1 RBI, the only RBI in the game. They lost that one. And game 3, they win it again. And that looks like Manny Sanguillen right there. And Klein was safe, scored the winning run. So the Reds ended up celebrating. And they got Woody Woodward and a few of the guys in there. I'm sure you got all of them in there. Johnny Bench. You're going to have Pete Rose, Tony Perez, Bobby Tolan. All those good guys are going to be in there and celebrating. And so let's keep going through this a little bit, and let's see if we can find the, there's Billy Martin. Some more of the action shots. Let's get some more action shots over here going. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm going to go a few more minutes, and I'm going to, maybe I'll go through another set tomorrow. We'll see what I'm going to do here with you guys. Just all I know is whatever I'm going to go through, I'm going to go ahead and just put it on video and do a hanging out with my cards. Because I usually go through my cards at least once a day, go through a couple of things. I mean, I may only spend 10, 15 minutes, or I may spend, a couple hours. So I'll just go and just show you a little bit of what I'm doing today. There's the red Shandies. Some of these are in really nice condition. I got to go through this. But anyway, see if I can find any more action shots here. There's Jim Kaat. So I do have still some Wilhelm's in there. Got a lot of Hall of Famers still in here. But this is such a huge set that it takes forever to go through the whole set. I mean, we're only in number 260. There's almost 700 here. Let's see. See if we got any more action photos here. I'll show you some action shots. I probably should have gone through this, pulled out some action shots before I started the video, but oh man, I just don't edit. I do it. Oh, here's a beauty right here. Veda Pinson. Somebody showed this the other day on one of the videos. I don't remember who it is. sorry about that. I would have given you a shout out, but I look at a lot of videos and sometimes I don't remember them all. Here's another Jerry Grote action shot. Beautiful action shot. Running up. Looks like he hit a ground ball. Dropped the bat. Taking off. Here's a Fergie Jenkins. A nice Fergie Jenkins in there. So let's see what we got over here. Gonna try to get some action shots here. Let's see what we got. Here's another one here. So you got quite a bit. Here's another picture here. Lindy McDaniel. You can see in the background there. Those are just, to me, really nice shots of the players. I mean, you can't get a good look at their faces and things, but the action shots are just, you know, you didn't see this when I first, like this. Look at this Tommy Agee. The umpire, you got 3 players in there. I mean, when I was a kid, most of the cards were just, you know, basic faces and people would posed, you know. And you didn't see a lot of these action shots. And then in '71, when these came out, I mean, I remember opening up these packs and looking at some of these and saying, wow, look at that. Because you didn't have a lot of games on TV either. It was just on Saturdays. You would see the Saturday night game, and they may have another game here or there. But usually, you know, you don't see these players. You wouldn't see these players in action. It was just over listening to them on the, there's Craig Nettles. Probably a Hall of Famer, should be a Hall of Famers. And this is a shout out to Midlife Card Crisis Craig. He, I don't know if he was named after him, but that's his name, and he loves Craig Nettles, and that's a beautiful card of Craig Nettles, man. I should get that graded. That's pretty good. But anyway, these action photos are super nice. Look, I got one Marichal in here. Oh, that's why I didn't pull them out. It's got a bad corner. See how easy these cards chipped? Actually, this may have chipped. I think this thing just bent over or something in this holder. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's all bad. Hey, I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, I played with that card. I'm not sure because most of these are in pretty good shape. And there's the World Series ones right here, and that's where pal. So those were you saw the American League and the National League series playoffs, and this is the actual World Series. So these are all action shots, and I just love this. Look at that. Buford goes 2 for 4. Frank Robinson shows his muscle. Game 3. The Reds stay alive, so the Big Red Machine win this game. But the Orioles come back. What happened? Am I missing a card? No. Game 3, game 4, game 5. Nope. And that's the big play right there. I know I had this card and showed this to everybody because the Orioles were my favorite team. So yeah, this card has been handled by me. Showed it to my friends because that was the play of the series where he dove for that. And then you got the celebration there. Convincing performance. So nice stuff there. And at this point, I'm going to end it at this point. I've only gone through half of the set, but I wanted to give you guys a good idea of the 71 set and some of the action pictures that were in here. And of course, some of my favorites are this Nolan Ryan is probably my favorite of this with the royal crown in the back. I'd say that's probably my favorite if I had to pick the action shots. And some of those other ones, that Veda Pinson was cool and all that stuff. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I'm hanging out with my cards. I truly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And I'll try to do this more often. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Have an awesome day. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Thanks for watching.